here's a battle with .com from Pojo Forums for the Pojo League tournament. I'm still undefeated, so hopefully I stay undefeated. I lead with Hippodon, he leads with Torterra, and we both take the first turn and set up Stealth Rock, so that's kind of interesting. Now, I'm expecting a Wood Hammer, so I switch out to Celebi, but he Leech Seeds me, so that's good for me anyway. And I know that Torterra can't hurt Celebi that badly, so I'm just going to take the Calm Mind on the switch. And here it comes in Regice. And after a Calm Mind, I don't think it can hurt me that badly because most Regices aren't EV trained in special attack. So here I just go for the Leech Seed. And I do get it, so that's nice. And he uses Amnesia, so I guess he's trying to really defend off my Celebi. But luckily, he can't hurt me, and I can't hurt him, but I have the advantage because of Leech Seed. So that's good for me. So I decide to Calm Mind again, just in case he tries to go for the Ice Beam. But he sends out Gengar. And after 2 Calm Minds, I know I can survive a Shadow Ball from that Gengar. So what do? I just Psychic it to death. And that's a dead Gengar. So that's good for me. I'm already up. Guess this means he doesn't have a reliable Celebi counter, which is really good for me. So he sends out Tim's Garchomp. So I don't know what this Garchomp's going to do, so I'm just going to recover here to see what it does. And it crunches me, which kind of hurts. But I do recover more than he deals, so I should be able to recover again and to push it up to a 2-hit KO. The only thing that would be bad is if he gets the defense down hacks, but hopefully that doesn't happen, otherwise I'd have to switch. I recover again, he doesn't get the defense down hacks, which is good. And I decide to go for the Leech Seed here. And that's what I do. And I do get the Leech Seed, which is nice. This puts me at the advantage here. So he withdraws, and I recover the damage because I was expecting another crunch. And here I'm expecting a U-turn, which would be really hurtful to my Celebi, so I decide I want to recover. But I go first, which is odd, and then he Whirlwind. So that was a really unexpected move. That was a good move on your part. So that's a nice, unexpected move. So I get pushed out Garchomp, and I'm thinking of his team. He doesn't have a steal that I've seen yet, so I decide to go for the Outrage. Because I don't think he has a steal, probably. And he switches out to Umbreon, which is his last Pokemon. And thankfully it's not a steal. And looking at that health, the damage it did, that's going to be a 2-hit KO. So that's good. If he switches in, Outrage will do a lot of damage to whatever he switches in. And he switches in Torterra. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a 2-hit KO on Torterra. It's probably EV'd in defense. But I do get the crit here, which is kind of nice. I don't know what he would have done if I wouldn't have got the crit. But now I don't even have to think about it, so that's nice. In comes Umbreon again. And I still don't know what kind of Umbreon this is, so I don't really have a safe switch. So I'm going to just Outrage again, go for it, but I hurt myself, so that sucks. And he Moonlights. And thankfully, because of the Sandstorm, that only heals by 25%. So that's nice. And I just go for it again, because I still don't know what kind of Umbreon this is. And this time I do get it, so that's cool. And he Moonlights again, so that brings up 25%. Most actually carry Wish, just because of the Sandstorm being so potent in OU. But he sends out Staraptor, cuts my attack, but I do snap out of my confusion and use Outrage on it, which kills it, which is nice. But at the end of the turn I get confused again. So that means I have to either switch out. Well, this pretty much means I have to switch out, because I have -1 attack and I'm confused. But Stealth Rock hurt his Regice a lot, which is nice. And I switch out to something that can eat an Ice Beam. And it does actually a lot more damage than I thought it would do to Tyranitar, so that leads me to believe the Regice is maybe modest, or just at least EV trained in special attack somehow. Which is an interesting observation. So on the switch, I take the Dragon Dance, and I'm really expecting this Garchomp, due to the damage output, to be choiced, so therefore I think it's choice scarfed. And I have to switch out here because the choice scarfed Garchomp is still faster than Tyranitar, so I switch out to something that's going to lower his attack and eat the Earthquake, and that's Gyarados. And I decide to bet that it's choice scarfed and go for the Dragon Dance here. Because this means if it's choice scarfed, it has to switch out. If it's not, I lose my Gyarados because he's probably carrying Stone Edge. So he switches out, which means it is choiced, in some way at least. Probably scarfed. So that's cool. I get the free Dragon Dance. And I don't know what kind of Regice this is. Like, if I go for another Dragon Dance, he might do something that I don't like, so I just kill it with Waterfall. I decided to play it safe. I probably could have went with the second Dragon Dance there, but I just didn't want to risk anything. So he sends out Tim again, and I have to switch because I know the Stone Edge is coming now. I switch in Hippowdon, who eats the Stone Edge completely. I'm going to use Earthquake because I figure it's going to be a 2-hit KO on Garchomp, or a 1-hit KO on Umbreon, so that's what I do. And that kills his Umbreon as he switches in. And then comes back in Tim the Garchomp, and Hippowdon is a beast when countering Garchomp, so this should be no exception. This should be a 2-hit KO. And he Dragon Claws, and that hurts Hippowdon kind of, but not really. And I just Earthquake it. And now it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and he's not going to kill me anytime soon, so that's a good game. .com. I advanced to the finals of the blue tier. Good game.